What's up, guys?
I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling, hustling.
Oh, welcome back
to the
the
Matrix.
Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger. Banger. Uh-oh, he says no sound. We got ourselves a banger. 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 Daily market news and analysis. How is everyone feeling? Out of 10. Let me know. We are back to the regularly scheduled program. Can you guys hear me now? Echo. Really? Cheap prices? Echoing. Okay, hold on. I see. My bad.
Sounds good. Okay, we should be good now. My bad, y'all. It's my first time back. I'm a little nervous. Not really. How is everyone feeling out of 10? Let's get this party started. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. And let's take a look at, right now, we're looking at the Bitcoin chart. What do you think of Brett right now? We'll take a look at Brett. Make sure you guys are all spam the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. We are live on the Your Boy Ski TikTok. We're live on the Still Dipping. We're live on the Sonic account, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Make sure you guys are all and we got our, how was your holiday vacation? It was amazing. Good to go. Great. 2 mics on. Yeah, it's because every time I plug in my camera, it does this. Hello from CT. Render price prediction. I got you guys. I got you. Wolf, same. Still dipping. All right. Let's look. Right now, we're looking at Bitcoin. And right now, we're chilling at 55,780. 55,809. This is bloody. This is squeamish. This is not awesome, right? But we're right on top of the 200, and I anticipate us to turn around in the very, very near future. There's a ton of support here at 53 and even more at 48. Technically, that is possible, but I don't anticipate it. I think that this right here was our selling climax, and in the very near future, we are going to reverse. Wirecoin's tokens needed. Block Tech works fine without them. Why does Amazon? Okay, that's a good. So he asked, why are their coins needed? So, like, for example, for Quant, right? Why does Quant need a coin? The blockchain works fine without it. And I would ask you, why does Amazon need a stock? Why does Amazon need a stock? Why does Facebook need a stock? The answer is to raise capital. That is why they have one. It is to raise capital. Instead of doing so on the stock market, they are doing it on the blockchain. Fear Crypto. What's up, Ski? What's up, guys? What is up, everyone? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Brent to 10 billions. What do you think of Brett right now? All right, let's look at Brett. But yeah, this is the maximum fear. And I've been in this game long enough to know. Get a journal, guys. Get a freaking journal. Write down how you feel. It never feels awesome at the bottom. It will always feel like it's going to go lower. I'll wait until it goes lower. That's what it's going to feel like every single time. It will be maximum fear. It will never, ever feel good. Ski, I feel scared. When you feel scared, you have 2 options. You have 2 correct options. Option number 1, DCA. Option number 2, nothing. Sometimes your best option is to do absolutely nothing. Saying again, Brett, Wolf, Soul, XRP are my bags. All right, we'll take a look at it. All right, let's look at Brett, and then we'll get into your guys' coins. Why does this keep? Let's look at Brett, and then we'll get into your guys' coins. Whatever you guys want to look at. Brett is down 16% today at 1 billion. Market cap. Fear and Greed at 28. You don't have to look at them. I'll look at them, bro. Don't you worry. Fear and Greed is at 28. Listen, guys. And again, I'm going to go back to Bitcoin. But the RSI cannot go much lower. The Fear and Greed at 28 is now extreme buy. Not a little, not some, extreme. All right, so for Brett, though, this is distribution. There's still a little bit of work to do. I think Brett is going to get down to 8.5 cents minimum. This is sort of what I anticipate. It's sort of like chopping down. We drew this back weeks ago, and we're just still kind of skidding in this. I think that we're going to skid into this, chop sideways around 8 to 9 cents before we start the process over again, before it starts the next leg up. Can you look at Roost chart? Coach KY Jelly says 40K. Okay, that's great. What's great about me is I don't live in an echo chamber. And I'm not always right. But I have my own thoughts. That's the best part about your boy Ski. Ain't no way. I agree. Let's look up Roost. Actually, I want to look up the Fear and Greed real quick. Because what? Ah! It's white. No. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Where are you seeing? According to CoinMarketCap, it's 40, which is still. Bull is over before it even started. No. Let me show you exactly where we're at. Let me show you exactly where we're at. Let me show you exactly where we're at in the market. And then we're going to... Came in late. What did you say about the RSI? We just started, fam. But, I mean, we're at... Dude, right now we're at 2024. This is an extreme buy. Let me show you exactly where we are. All right, so the orange lines, the orange dotted lines are the halving, right? Let me show you exactly where we're at. The orange dotted lines are the halvings, okay? So let's go back to the 2016 halving, and I'm going to show you the eerie similarities that are going on right now. Okay, so we have this halving. This idea, by the way, that the halving is Lambo's rocket time, complete 100% myth. That has never been true, and that will never be true. It will never be true. All right, so this is the 2016 halving. What you'll see is we traded sideways and boring before, boom, 31% correction. And where do we go to? We went a little bit below. We wicked below. What do you see? The 200 moving average. And then had a violent rejection. But from the halving until it made a proper all-time high, was 235 days. So this idea that as soon as the halving starts, it's Lambo and rocket ships is not true. It has never been true. It will never be true. Okay? It's not true. Let's look at the prior halving. It was boring. 79 days before we got a new all-time high was, and what you'll see too, was 220 days. What you'll see too is both times you get rejected at the prior all-time high. You try to poke above the prior all-time high, big rejection. So we're doing a combination of both of these things at once. Same thing right here, poking above the prior all-time high, big rejection before the actual bull market starts. Here's the all-time high back in 2013. Tried to poke above it, rejection. Halving, boring. First time poking above the all-time high, rejection. Halving, boring. First time poking above the all-time high, rejection. Right to the 200. You cannot script it any better. Solnick, $1 by 2025. I agree. We have a few months before technically we're still in the bull market. We have a few months before we get into the real bull market. How much time passed for the pullback and the new all-time high? Right now, okay, from the halving, let's just look at the days. Like, how many more days can we just be in this boredom, right? So we're only 100 days in. We could be here. According to the past, it was about 200. We could be here till September. Doge update. How did you learn charts? Was it over time? It was definitely over time. It was over a long period of time. It was definitely not a short process. There's really no substitute for just sitting and looking at something. But I'll tell you what my process was. Number one is, like, you need to get a notebook and you need to write down. You need to write down as much stuff. So 150K possible? Yes, very, very possible. Why is 150K not? Oh yeah, okay, you're saying not impossible. Yes. Not only is it possible, I think it's likely. Okay, so this was my process on how I learned charts. By the way, I have a full course on my Patreon, patreon.com/yourboyski for $10. Most people charge $1,000. I charge $10. My process was getting in the charts and just looking, writing stuff down, writing how I feel. Today is a bloody day. How do I feel about today? Writing that down, taking notes. And then I would go and learn different techniques. Everyone starts at patterns. That to me is the lowest hanging fruit, and it has the least amount of merit to me. And then I would just study Wyckoff, and I would study Elliott Wave, and I would study it, and I would look at the charts, and I'd be like, today during chart session, I'm going to study one thing and one thing in particular, and that's it. Only 800 Bitcoin per day, over 2,500 companies interested. 100%. It's supply and demand. That is it. That's all that it will ever be. 100%. Heard other influencers say AVAX will only 3x. Thoughts? I think it will minimum 3x, but it could 8 to 10x. Sup, Ski? Can you look at purple? Yeah. Another 100. AMP. Doge update. To me, Doge is fine. It's a top 10 coin. Like this idea that Doge is going to 1000x from here, it's not. This idea that Doge is going to 100x from here, it's not. Doge can 5 to maybe 15x from here. So yeah. Do you see Brett going to 100 to 200 billion? No, I don't. I could see it going to like 20 billion. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting that follow, dropping the share so other people can spam the like button. But yeah, guys, listen. The best thing to do is DCA. When you're feeling squeamish, when you're feeling exhausted, when you're feeling tired, the best thing to do is DCA. The second best thing to do is nothing. Can you see Near at 50 bucks? Near has a little bit weird inflation. Like the inflation on Near is a little wonky. So I think it's only going to do about a 5x from here. A little bit wonky, like as in it's about double. At peak of the bull run, you see it going to 20 billion market cap. What? I saw your video on point. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. In market cap, Gala or IMX? I would take IMX. What was your question? What do you think about meme coin Andy could go in market cap? All right, we'll take a look at that. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up Near real quick first. So let's measure Near based off the market cap. By the way, you should be looking at everything on the market cap. Everything on the market cap. Irish Dano, thanks for the let him cook, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
I appreciate you, fam. All right, so I like this chart, by the way. This is about as good as the value has been on Near for a while, actually. So let's see what we're looking at for ROI potential here. Price discovery, we're looking at about a 3x. So that, again, that's the low end of things for Near. And then about an 8x. So the question was at 40 billion. Yeah, I could get to 40. It could get to 40 billion. That's not unrealistic. Your course is $10 per month or for the whole course. It's a monthly subscription, but you get access to everything for 1 month. Can VET 10 to 15x? 100%. Yes. VET to me is one of the better blue chip plays. Perp on Sol. I got you. Let me look up. Let's look at Andy. Let's look up Andy. He wants to know market cap. What's your take on Crow? Crow is everything else is a scam. Bitcoin only. Bitcoin is the only one I am for sure is here 20 years from now. I wouldn't say everything else is a scam. I would say that Bitcoin is here. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. However, I am a Bitcoin mostly. I am a Bitcoin mostly. Not a maxi, but I am a mostly. All right, let's look at Andy. Let's see what the market cap. He wants to know what the market cap. I don't mind this. This is like clearly a markdown phase. This sort of slide, skid down, back testing the prior range. So this is probably a decent. It's the first time I've seen it where it's actually an okay value. And from here, it'll probably dip a little bit more. Let's pull another fib. Where do I think it will go in market cap? Retracement is about, what is this? Let me do the ROI because he wants market cap. About a 2.5x from here. So 300 million market cap, somewhere in there. Price discovery is about a 5x from here. And parabolic is about a 10x, 11x. So 700, 850 million market cap. That's what I could see Andy getting to. What's a good stock to get into tomorrow? VOO. That's what can Brett market cap? Any issuer make everything else a security? It's the only one with no issuer. Well, it has an issuer. He's just an anonymous. Is that Andy on ETH? Yes. It is Andy on ETH. Again, way higher. It's already in price discovery. So I don't know that it has too much more. All right. Let's look at, yeah, this is still the markdown phase. At some point, it's going to get caught and it's going to start the boring chop. But like trying to predict the transition for Ardrum, it's a hard RCD on Sol. I got you. Thoughts on Crow? I like Crow. Crow, to me, they're part of the club. Crow is here to stay. Crow is a part of the club. All right, what was... You see Brett going to 20 billion max? Yeah, about that. Thoughts on Ondo? It's okay. It's a little overheated. All right, let's look. RCD, he says. Oh, this is my man's coin, right? Aaron, Crypto Ministries coin. So this is, I mean, this is clearly the distribution phase here, the markdown phase. I would imagine it's probably going to get caught here around the 300K. Let's go to, yeah, this went into price discovery. This is distribution. This is now the markdown again. Yeah, I would say this is probably going to get caught around 300K before it starts the next leg. Not a bad value here. I like Aaron. The next leg will probably take you to about 002, which is about a 5 to 8, 6x from here. Where do you see ASI after the merger? ASI has some work to do. What's up, Mario? But the cream rises to the top. Oh yeah. Pepe's parabolic.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Pepe's parabolic's about a 10x from here. ASI has some work to do on accumulation, especially because it got delisted from Coinbase. That's going to take some time to play out. That's not going to be a quick thing. Please, perp, bro. Everything else old news right now. I'll look at it, bro, but I don't know about that. Cali XT, thanks for the lightning, fam. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Did you show Sonic this chart? Not yet. Do that right now. I mean, Sonic has the same chart. This was the spring within Wyckoff. I called that out when that happened. I said that this is on the macro. I've been gone for too long. I called out on the macro spring when this was in Wyckoff. I called it out live when it was happening. I said that this is the spring here at 400K, and it was. This was the end of accumulation. We had our big run up here. This is the sign of strength. Back test of the prior range. I said we're doing accumulation within accumulation, right? And this to me is the spring of the accumulation within the accumulation. We're probably going to chop a little bit before we get our micro sign of strength, which will then be the macro. We're going to get our micro sign of strength. We're going to get a back test. Oh my gosh. The back test of the prior range. We're going to get our micro sign of strength. And then we're going to get our micro mark up, aka the start of the bull run, which will be the macro. They will intersect at the same time. So this was like, anybody who got this, like, congratulations. That was probably as good as it's going to get. And I would say that we need to take this out at this point. About 1.75 million would be a reversal. Update on Solnic NFTs. The Solnic NFTs are done. They are completely done, and they have been 100% reviewed by our QA. They are completely done, and they have been completely reviewed, 100% reviewed by our quality control. Me and Cliff are going to take one final look tomorrow. We have a meeting, and then we are going to set up our launch pad. So they are done with the quality control. Me and Cliff are going to check them one more time tomorrow, and then we're going to set up our launch pad. What do you think about Sage Universe? I hope Solana runs. Yeah, I think Solana will go to 400 as high as 1,000. Let's look up Sage. I imagine it's probably already old news, right? Which one is it? Sage Universe? What's the ticker for that? What's the last four? Crypto Trend. What's up, homie? Got a G worth of VRA on that dip. Let's go. It's such. This one right here. SU. What will be the cost of the Solnic NFT? $60. SU. So I just need to type in such. Right? Which one is it? Ticker SU. Okay. S Universe. Is this it right here? The top one? Let's look up Purge though, for real. I got you. Ticker SU. This one? This one right here? 500K? 16 or 60? 60. 60. Is this the coin that you wanted me to look at? No, the top one. $120. Oh, bro, I don't know. This is still the markdown phase. This is your initial pump up. This is still the markdown phase. 24K. All right, let's look up my man's WL5. Yeah, that's what I got. Let's look up perp for my man. So, and then we'll look up. I'm actually interested in the Chronos chart. Thoughts on Quant? Quant to me is extreme value right here. Extreme, not a little bit, extreme. So this already went parabolic. This is on the markdown phase, bro. This went like absolute parabolic to the 4236. Had a blow off top and is now on the markdown phase. This is going to continue to skid until it gets back to the prior range. What are you looking to the downside for perp? You're looking at about 40% to the downside before it starts to reaccumulate. So yeah. I think it has way more work to do to the downside before it goes up. Ondo, I don't know. I think Ondo is a little bit overheated, man. I never bought NFT, so I don't care how that works. It's just like buying a crypto. What are you feeling for Bitcoin, for bottom for Bitcoin? I think we had it. I think we got it at 53K. What's the next leg up? It would take you to 0014. Let me see. About a 3 to 6x from here. Yeah, I think Eli, I think we got it already. I think we got the bottom. How low can Quant go? Or just grab some now? To me, it's already an extreme value, and I wouldn't be greedy about waiting on it. Thoughts on HBAR? I love HBAR's technology. HBAR's tokenomics, though, are really bad. Meaning, like, the inflation is really bad. How's this looking? I don't know. I haven't looked at it for a little bit. Been on vacay. 34K, bro. That's a steal. This is the accumulate. What is going on with all this? Yeah, I think this is the accumulation now. I mean, this is clearly the markdown phase. This is going to be maybe it doesn't need the chop because it's so small. It'll chop here for a little bit, get its sign of strength, and start the next leg. Next leg will take us 0069. You're looking at about a 23x as high as a 28x for the next leg. Perp on Sol. I just looked at Perp, fam. We just looked at it. 40% to the downside. 3 to 6x to the upside. Can you check on Crow? Let's look at Crow. Crow to me is a really good value. Can Ondo reach $15? Yeah, bro. This is like textbook. Sign of strength. Back test of the prior range. Right on top of a ton of support. This is beautiful. I don't know that it's going to get too much better than this. For Crow, this is a pretty good blue chip play. Just to retrace, which everything that is not broken will retrace. Everything that is not broken will retrace. 6x. That's 60 years of stock market gains. Price discovery, 17x. That's 150. Parabolic, $3.33. That's a 39x. That's insane. Insanity. Let's look up Ondo. You guys keep asking me about Ondo. Been DCAing on Crow. Yeah, like, bro, what was the question? Can it reach $15? No. Not this leg. If it's going to, it's going to look like this. The only way that it would reach $15 would be like this. That would be how it would reach $15. That would be possible. Maybe. Not. I don't even know, to be honest. Not really. It would take a couple legs to get to $15. I don't think that that's going to happen. Ondo's already a pretty major market cap. Thoughts on Zen? Made a big move up last week. What blockchain is that on? What blockchain is Zen on? Is this the one right here? 5160? 5160, is that it? Can Link hit all-time high? Yes. Link is very much similar to like how Crow looks. Like to me, okay, this is a good question. To me, The coins that I'm buying look like this. They look like this. This chart right here is textbook Wyckoff accumulation. This is what I'm buying. Okay, let's look at Link. Link is like literally the most textbook as it gets. Maybe if it's a gift from the gods, it will get back to $10. And that's what that is. That's a gift from the gods. Okay? Maybe. If you're lucky. Thank you for the rose. Maybe. Retracement for Link is $34. Price discovery is $78. Parabolic is $178. So to me, yeah. I'm buying charts that look like this. Where you had your previous bull market run up. You had your crash skid down. You have your bottom just boring and sideways. Your move up to the back, to the upside, and then you back test the range. That is the best setup possible on any chart. I don't care what it is. Like, I'm not a part of any cult. This is what I'm looking for. This is the best. The best. It hurts till you get it at 10. Yeah, it would hurt. Do you like Caspa? Can it reach $5? I like Caspa. I don't know that's going to reach $5 though. I have about a 50-cent target on that. Ondo or Pendle. Mike 2X, thanks for the roses and the give me the vote, you savage. I appreciate you, fam.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Thank you for the TikToks and the lightning, you savage. I appreciate you. Ondo or Pendle. I don't really love either one of them, to be honest. Let me look up Pendle. To me, I don't really like either one of their values that much. Yeah. I would pick Ore. Like, this has some more work. This is distribution here. This has more work to do. I don't love either one of their value. IO.net. Yes, David. Porsche. What do you think about NXRA, VRA, ACH, Amigo? All of those are very good plays right here. I really like NXRA for a low, mid to low market cap. VRA has a good, probably the same in the same category. ACH I would put in the same as well. NXRA to me hasn't been in really good value for a while, and I had a ton of NXRA. I sold most of my NXRA. But yeah, this is like extreme value now for NXRA. It hasn't been a good value for a long time. This is the first time that it has been. So yeah, this is basically where I got my last bit of NXRA. I was accumulating all of this at about 5 to 6 cents, and I sold most of it at like 20-ish, 25 cents, somewhere in there. I sold about 80%, but I'm going to start to reaccumulate pretty heavily on NXRA. I actually really like the value of this. Next leg up will take you somewhere between 45 cents as high as 91 cents. What the WTF wrong with Quant? There's nothing wrong with Quant. Yo, what up, bro? What's up, fam? What is up? Sauce, please? Yes, I feel the same way about Sauce. I made a lot of money. I did a 20x on Sauce. You are Tao Live? I don't know what you're saying. I made a lot of money on Sauce. I made a 20x on Sauce. And I'm going to be looking to, yeah, same thing. This is the first time that this has been at any value at all. Backtesting the prior all-time high. And so we could get all the way, like, again, a gift from the gods would be 3 cents. But man, I think you're being greedy. If you could get this under 5 cents, extreme value. Now this is going to be chopping for a while because this is the markdown. Okay. Now I had most of my sauce at like less than a penny is when I accumulated most of my sauce. So I made a ton of money on Sauce. This is going to be accumulating for a little bit. This is going to be boring for a little bit. Make no mistake about that. But boring is bullish. Train your mind. Say it 100 times. Say it 100 more times. Say it 1,000 times. Boring is bullish. Not the other way around. Thanks for the follow, fam. Make sure you guys are following the Solnic account. Just a retracement, you're looking at about a 3x. Price discovery is a 6x. That's about 37 cents. Parabolic, you're looking at a 15x of 80 cents for sauce would be insane. DCA down up till 100% correct. Yeah, Webb, I think you got a really solid portfolio, brother. You got a really solid blue chip portfolio. You might think about adding some more small caps, but what you got right here, I think you're in a really, really good place. Thoughts on LCX? LCX, it has not been extreme value like this since January. This is the first time that LCX has been at extreme value. I think it was at like good value or mid value, but now that we're back at like below 15 cents, this is extreme value. Let's look at shit. Let me pull up LCX. So LCX, this is the first time I've bought LCX since like January. But this is really good value here. Yeah, 15 cents. Like, come on, bro. Back test of the prior range. Huge sign of strength. Back test of the prior range. This is basically what Solnic is doing too. Like, we had a massive sign of strength in back test, which is like indicative that this is going to go very parabolic. Same thing for Solnic, by the way. But this is going to chop here for a little bit. It's going to accumulate. It's going to be boring for a little bit. Again, boring is bullish. Train your mind. Say it 100 times. Say it 100 more times. Boring is bullish. Okay? That's what it's going to be for a little bit. ROI percentages, 6x to about $1. Parabolic, we're looking at a 15x to about $2.38. I think LCX is a really good value here. What's small caps? I got a nice bag of Solnic. Solnic is a very small cap. What's up, D? What's up, Ski? We dipping again? No, I think this is it. I think we're going to fill out this wick. I would be shocked if we go any lower than 53 like we just did. It's literally sauce, bro. The coin is called Saucer Swap. You can buy it on Mexi. You can buy it. So Saucer Swap is it's Jupiter is what it is, but it's for HBAR. Instead of Solana, okay. Jupiter is to Solana as Saucer Swap is to HBAR. Does that make sense, Big D? Like, it's the same exact product as Saucer Swap, or excuse me, as Jupiter, but it's on the HBAR network. That's what Saucer Swap is. What do you think about Solana? I think Solana is a pretty good play. It'll go somewhere between 400 to 700 in all likelihood. Thoughts on Kaspa? Kaspa is a pretty good value here. I think it'll go to about 50 cents. How do you not know about Zen? I don't know, fam. Are you talking? I don't know. XCC is legit. Yeah, I like XCC. XCC will kill Ethereum. XCC is the real Ethereum killer. Maybe. I think XCC is a good value though. I don't know if it's gonna kill it, but it's a good good value here. Same thing. Sign of strength back test of the prior range. Excellent value. Anything below the 236, excellent value. This is going to be boring for a little bit. But we're looking at price discovery 29 cents. Parabolic, you're looking at 64 cents. Should we be buying more coins? I can tell you what I'm going to be doing. And what I'm doing is DCAing like my life depends on it. I'm DCAing and hodling. And any chart, like Link is the standard, okay? This is the most textbook Wyckoff accumulation that exists. There is not a better like textbook chart. So any chart that looks like this, that it has good fundamentals, good tokenomics, and good it's a legitimate project. This is the chart that I'm looking for. Anything that looks like this, I am accumulating as heavy as possible. I think we have about one more year, maybe 15 months. The time is now. The time is now. Hey Ski, I just scrolled past you on TikTok. Another account that's live. Is that fake? Nope. not fake. That is the Sonic account. Make sure you follow that, brother. I'm trying to read all of them. I got TikTok on Sonic. I got TikTok for your boy Ski. We got YouTube, Twitch. We're trying to read them all. Fetch AI or Render. I like Fetch AI a little bit. Thoughts on Brett? I think it still has some more work to do. Grab some Gala with a dip. Why Germany selling Bitcoin? I think it's FUD, bro. To me, this is just like, I look at the charts, and the charts say for Bitcoin that we're doing accumulation. This is the selling climax within accumulation. There's always like a narrative or a reason to why they're doing that. But to me, that's all it is. It's the selling climax. I'm watching Ski on an airplane right now. Let's go. The sun never sets on the Sonic, on the Savage Army. Uni or AVAX, better ROI? Probably Uni. Thanks for the follow, fam. G'day, mate. Have you looked up Flare lately? I have not. Let's look at it. Can you check the chart? Paul Star. Let's look up Flare. I haven't looked up Flare in a minute. But yeah, that's basically, what's your thoughts on High Street and the bull run? Who asked? Ed, Sonic is basically, the Sonic TikTok account is basically my backup account. So I'm actively trying to grow that as well at the same time. And, you know, it'll just help Sonic as well. Big D, thanks for the lightning, you savage.
But the cream
You guys know.
rise to the top, oh yeah.
Says sun comes up on Australia, a bit of ski action to start the day. And what a better way to start the day. How high can Chainlink go? 180 is my maximum target for that. What was I looking up? Oh, Flare. Yeah, this has some more work to do. This is on the skid, or what we called like the markdown. It's probably going to get caught. I mean, it could probably get caught around here about 1.5 cents. And then your next leg would take you to about 15 cents. So about a 10x. Zen, we already looked at Zen, fam. It has more work to do to the downside. Thoughts on Brett? Brett has more work to do to the downside on me. OC. Yun, we came a long way. Haven't we, my friend? Yun was the original follower. I would take profit on this one, fam. This was in price discovery. I think that maybe it has another 1x in it. Maybe it could get to 365. Yeah, this has had multiple legs at this stage, though. This already went to on the macro, it went to the parabolic level. This is probably working on distribution, and it could probably come back to 130. What was the minimum retracement for VET? Your real channel, YABOYSKEY. This is the Sonic account, but this is like, if you didn't know, my main TikTok account got suspended for a little while. So this is like my backup, as well as I'm actively trying to grow this account as well. Bitcoin not looking good right now. I couldn't disagree more. What do you consider good? Do you consider good? All right, so the retracement for VET was the question that was asked. You're looking at about a 5.5x, 14 cents. But yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now as well. YABOYSKEY. Make sure you guys follow me over there. Make sure you guys follow me on the TikTok account and on the Sonic account. What about DOP? So what are some coins to buy right now? Okay, just generally, I'm buying coins that look like this chart right here. This is the best setup, okay? This is a very, very, very bullish setup. One example is VeChain. Link has this, XTC has this chart. LCX has this chart. Crow has this chart, okay? Those are all blue chips that are extreme value right now. Link has this chart. Some examples, I think, are Sauce and NXRA for low market caps, and I'm buying Solnic, Dis. Have you looked up Arrow yet? Yeah, I don't like Arrow's chart, man. It's still got some work to do. Where can we buy Solnic NFTs? They look fire. That is going to be determined. So right now, the update on the NFTs are our quality control has individually checked every single one of them. So they are inspected. Me and Cliff are going to give it one more check tomorrow, and then we're going to get our launch pad. I don't remember what launch pad was applied for. That would be a Cliff question. But as soon as I get the information, I'll let you guys know. Thoughts on AMP Ski? I like AMP. AMP to me is a good value. I keep buying Render and it keeps dropping. Yeah, Render to me, listen, bro, I wish you would have asked me about that, because Render is working on distribution. And that's really the only thing to do is just keep DCAing, but I would DCA into other coins more heavily. Amp12 says, what up, Ski? Is the Bitcoin bottom in? I think so. Maximum Fear. The RSI got to, what did it get to? 21. It has not been that low since the war in Israel kicked off. To put that in perspective, when FTX went to 0, the RSI was not that low. Okay? Is it technically possible to go lower? Yes, it is, but I'm saying that we are very much rounding the corner. Now, I don't think that the value, even so, is in Bitcoin. I don't think that the value is in Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin will do another 1.5 to a 2.5, maybe a 3x from here. But everything is going to rip at the same time when Bitcoin goes to the next leg higher. Rising tides floats all ships. Solana's going to go up. Ethereum's going to go up. Everything that is on Solana and Ethereum is going to go up. Link, all of the coins that look like Link, such as but not limited to VeChain, Link, Theta, ADA, LCX, so many coins, Uniswap, all the charts that look like that are going to have their markup phase, aka the bull run. Thoughts on Seller? Did you create this coin? It's a community takeover. Near is about a 3 to 6x. I did not create the coin. It's a community takeover led by me, and I am doxxed. My wallet is doxxed. 6 low. That is me. What is going to make it go up? What is going to make it go up? Are you asking me what is going to make Bitcoin go up? Is that what you're asking? If you're watching on Twitch right now, say hi. It's okay. So the question is, what is going to make Bitcoin go up? Listen, to me, if you're asking me, or are you asking like the answer, right? Because they're different. So for me, Ski, my dog, you've been spot on this whole journey. Okay, so thank you, bro. I appreciate you. There will be some narrative that will come out, right? It's going to be BlackRock. It's going to be the government. It could be like Kennedy wins and he backs the US dollar with gold, with Bitcoin. I don't know what the answer is, right? I don't know what the narrative is. To me, it's a situation of which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which came first? It had to be the chicken, right? It had to be the chicken. The chicken came first. The chicken or the egg? Which came first? To me, I'm a firm believer of you show me the charts and I will tell you the news. and I've said this since 2022 publicly. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. The charts will lead the charge and the news will come up. There will be narratives that will just show up at magical, technical places. Very different answers for sure. I would say that the technical answer is going to be, the actual fundamental answer would be supply and demand, right? So right now, BlackRock, Fidelity, all of the Bitcoin ETFs, they're buying Bitcoin and the supply just got cut in half. It's going to take a little bit before that really takes effect. That's the fundamental answer, is supply and demand. There's less supply than there is demand. That's the fundamental answer. But there will be, I promise you, can you check AI Doge market cap? AI Doge market cap? I got you. I promise you though, there will be like, it doesn't matter to me that whatever the narrative that causes it, but there will be something. And everyone will be like, oh yeah, that's why. The egg came first, of course. Next 100 days. You for sure run starting late 2024? Yeah. Why can't XRP go 3K like ETH? Because of supply. It's not possible because of the supply. So Ethereum supply, well technically Ethereum has no limit to the supply, but they have not. That's a good question, Webb. So let's just go to CoinMarketCap, right? Technically, Ethereum does not have a limit to the amount of supply that it can have, right? It has an infinity maximum supply. But the total supply that is released to the market, or the circulating supply that is available, is 120 million, right? What up, Ski? What's up, fam? When we look at XRP, off the top of my, I think it's 100 billion. Yeah, the maximum supply is 100 billion. So it's literally like a 100x the supply. That's the answer. How's Solnic looking, G? Solnic is looking like everything else. It has the same chart as Link. It has the same chart as LCX. To me, again, that is the chart that I'm looking for. That's what I'm buying. Any chart that looks like that, that is what I am. Hold the door. That's what I'm buying. AIOZ thoughts. Do you think we detected inactivity? No. Oh. TikTok's making me verify that I'm not a robot. Have you looked up AERO yet? Yeah, man, I don't like their chart. It went pretty high, and there's really nothing to catch it, so it's just on the skid at this stage in the game. Soul, please. 400 to 700, in my opinion. Thoughts on not? Not to me is not the play here. All right, let's look up some of these coins on, what was it? AI Doge and, yeah, AI Doge. Sorry while I was away, guys, I wasn't able to read the Twitch chat, but I'm going to read it now. We're back. I'm back in the Bat Cave, okay? We're back in the Bat Cave. And I'm coming back stronger than ever. The TikTok ban has me like fired up. And I'm coming back stronger than ever. And if you guys don't know, we're doing a challenge. So you're going to make sure you follow this challenge, and you want to make sure you follow me, because I have to post 150 times per week across all platforms. Or if I don't, I have to give away 100,000 Solnic. And in addition to that contest, there's a monthly one as well. If I don't post 600 times across all platforms in 1 month, I have to give away 1 million Solnic. So either Solnic will benefit and I will grow, or you guys are going to get money. So either way, you guys win, so make sure you follow. Hedera, listen, I love Hedera's technology. I hate their they have a crazy amount of inflation. All right, AI Doge. Actually, don't mind this chart. Actually, I don't mind this chart. This is a pretty big retracement / sign of strength back test of the prior range. It's going to be boring and choppy here for a little bit. I'm going to give you ROI, my man, because I can already tell, like, it's like 0 to the 9th 4. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that number is. Oh, that sucks. It doesn't even say the ROI. Damn. Okay, so I don't like coins like this personally, just because I don't like looking up at all the zeros. But price discovery is 0.0 to the 8th power 1907. Parabolic is 0.0 to the 8th power 4.155. AIOZ. All right, we'll look up AIOZ. Do you think regulations against proof of work can hurt projects in this space? I don't think. Okay, so first of all, okay, this is a really good question. The question is, do I think that what's a fib? Fibonacci. Everything is Fibonacci. The whole entire realm operates off of Fibonacci's. But it definitely operates in the Fibonacci sequence. Okay. All right. Let me answer his question though. The question is, do I think that regulations against proof of work will hurt the space? The answer to that is it would a little bit, but I don't think that it would happen. Right now, 70% of Bitcoin mining is renewable energy, because it forces you to do that, because your biggest expense is mining. So that's number one. It's way more renewable than Visa is right now, right? That's number one. Number two, out of all of the crypto people in the world, the people that have the most money are the miners. That is a fact. The Bitcoin maxis and the miners, a lot of those overlap. They have the most money. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that they will leverage Congress in a way to where that would not happen. So I think that they have the most amount of money to actually get regulations. If anything, they would probably do it the reverse way of like proof of stake or something. I don't think any of that's going to happen. But it would be very, very unlikely that it would get banned. But even if it does, you wouldn't be able to stop it, right? It would never be able to stop. Do you think Sony can reach 10 million soon? Very soon. 10 million is like bare bones minimum. Definitely the chicken. Ski, do you think ENS is a good play off of Ethereum ETF? Let me see. I haven't looked at ENS in a minute. So I'm excited. Are you into gaming sector? Are you asking my favorite gaming coin? I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I said 600, but really I'm gonna be posting 800 a month, because I have a game. I'm gonna be posting on the gaming channel too, because NCAA 25 just came out, and to this day, the only game that I play for fun is NCAA 14. I've been waiting on NCAA 25 for like 12 years. So I'm gonna be posting videos on that as well. But that's just gonna be a hobby project. But obviously I have to post my 600 videos or 600 posts first. What up, broski? What do you think of the RSI on Sol versus ETH? I think that the ROI, excuse me. Thanks for sharing your experience. Thanks, bro. I think the ROI is definitely higher on Solana. So I'm excited. for NCAA 25 to come out. Now the other TikTok is making me verify on the human. Nice. All right, so this is a good chart right here, AMP. This is the same chart that I'm looking at. This is Wyckoff accumulation. I don't even know that it's got its sign of strength yet, but yeah, this is a good play. As far as like value, it's a value play of like upside potential, downside risk. Upside, you're looking at a 3x just to retrace. Parabolic or price discovery is a 7x, and parabolic is a 17x. So yeah, I think this is a decent value play. Awesome content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Added. We're back. What's up? We're back. We're back like I never left. We're actually live on both accounts. Thanks for the heart, fam. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Yeah, we're actually live on both the Sonic account and the Your Boy Ski account and Twitter and Twitch, and that's it. Price prediction for Rose. Thoughts on RCD? I like the creator. I like Aaron, Crypto Ministry. I have respect for him. I think it's a decent value here. It's going to be boring for a little bit. If you're lucky, it'll get to about 300 K. But I think the next leg up is about 10 to 15x. Bro, next few days are going to be very important, man. I agree. Thanks for the heart. Thoughts on RCD being down. All right, let's look at the chart on RCD. If you want to see the chart, head over to YouTube, YABOYSKEY, and you can see everything that I'm looking at. Let's look at RCD. I have respect. Again, I have respect for Aaron Crypto Ministry. It's at 457K market cap right now. Let's go in on the 2 hour. To me, this is just distribution. This is a listen. Just because something goes up doesn't mean it's good. Just because something goes down, but this is just a textbook. You had a parabolic rise. So if we pull from the initial launch on the 2 hour to the bottom, you went all the way to the 2618 and you chopped there. Why does it say trying to reconnect? Uh-oh. Did we get lost on TikTok? Or are we good? Are we good on YouTube? I think I lost service. Let me know if we're good. All right, we're good. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at the charts on this. No loss, YouTube. All right, we're good. Are we good? All right, sweet. You hear, but music is gone. What's up? Okay, so this is just the markdown. This is just distribution in the markdown phase. This is already getting at a pretty good value, in my opinion. Okay, so it's already at the prior all-time high. That's typically where you get caught. You typically go in a parabolic run, you distribute, and then you come back down to the prior all-time high. So I would anticipate it to start to reaccumulate here. You could call it 400K, maybe, if you're lucky, like 350 maybe. To me, it's irrelevant. It'll be boring for a little bit. It's going to be choppy and boring for a little bit. And then it's going to start the next leg up. And the next leg up will take you... let's pull another fib. Oh. The next leg up... you're looking at about a 6 to 7x. Unless it goes lower. What's good, my boy? I believe in quant. I believe in quant as well. I think quant's a super good play here, especially for blue chips. Very, very good play. Thanks, Sonic. You're the man. Appreciate you, bro. Is that a waffle chain? Are you talking about this? This is the flower of life, brother. You asked me if this is a waffle. Oh, hold on. You asked me if this is a waffle chain. The flower of life. I don't know. This is what he's asking me. He says, is this a waffle chain? It's a flower of life. I wear this all the time. Yo, remember when you called Bitcoin to 52K and it happened on the 4th? Freaking nailed it, man. Listen, I'm not going to take credit for that because, again, he's correct. At 74K, I did have 3 targets, 61K, 56K, 52K. I'm not going to take credit for it, though, because I moved off of it. And I've said this many times. My weakness is I see stuff technically. I will see moves. I will point them out. I will map them out. I will draw it out. And then I'll move off of it. Or I'll see it annoyingly too early and I move off of it. That's my weakness. I see moves too early. And people are like, how is that a weakness? Here's how. I called this out in March. And when we went down to 56K here back in May, late May, I was like, well, that's probably it. That was probably my 3 targets, and I moved off of it. But I shouldn't have. So this is really, to his credit, this was my original thesis playing out. I'm not going to take credit for it because I moved off of it. Says you're freezing. We're good now. Hey, what's up? TikTok comments make it hard to see. I don't know how to. Well, if you want to, this is my backup account. You can go over to your boy Ski. I'm live there as well. You can see everything that I'm seeing. Or you can go to YouTube. I'd prefer you go there. Bear market coming or more bull? Yeah, the bull market hasn't even started. Has not even started. Okay, this is the most normal thing. ICP and Cardano. ICP to 140, Cardano $6 to $8. What should I do with Ondo? I would start the DCA out. Thoughts on High Street? What's the name of your YouTube? Yo boy Ski. YABOYSKEY. If you make it from TikTok to YouTube, let me know that you came from TikTok. I will shout you out. Got good one, better entry on Quant or ICP? I think that Quant is probably a little bit better of a value right here. But it's very close. It's very, very close. Let's look up High Street for my man. And somebody else asked me about High Street as well. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube, you savage. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to High Street. Price prediction on Rose. All right, we'll look at Rose after this. Rose to me is a really good value, blue chip value play as well. How come AGIX still halted? Price prediction on API 3. How about at Abby? Thanks for the $2 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. How about Maneki? I got you, fam. Where is that a Dex Tools lookup or is that a Trading View? Where should I look that up? Like that? Didn't see it on live. No. YABOYSKEY. SKEY. Yo boy Ski. So this is a big accumulation, big rejection off the 0.5 here. Back testing the prior range. I think this is going to be boring and choppy for a little bit. Maximum retracement, you're looking at 1150. Not a bad value, just to there. 7x. Price discovery is about $23. Wasn't meant to happen on the first. Wasn't that meant to happen on the first? What meant to happen on the first? All right, let me look up Maneki. I'm gonna try it on Trading View first, and then I'll go to Dex Tools if I can't find it. Okay. not a ton of data on this one. Let me try to give you the best that I can. MANEKI. Let's get a Mexi. Power moves. What's up, fam? Welcome.
But the cream
Savage.
will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Can you look up Suki? I got you, fam. Okay, I don't listen, Abby. There's not a ton of data on this one. I'm gonna do the best that I can for you. I appreciate your donation. So this had your first initial parabolic run, came back down, crashed down, and then it retraced back test of the prior range. Even though there's not a lot of data, actually, let me zoom in a little bit. Actually, I don't mind this chart though. It's probably going to be boring and choppy for a little bit. Again, boring is bullish. Okay, boring is bullish. Say it 100 times, say it 100 more times. Boring is bullish. It'll probably chop for a little bit. Get your sign of strength, back test before it starts the next leg higher. Price discovery for this project, you're looking at 4.1 cents. Parabolic is 8 cents. My boy Ski, what's up? Is that Twitch? What's up, fam? Do you think Bitcoin is going to the 30, 40K levels? I do not. I do not. Hi, Ski. How are you, mate? Can you please check Rose? You're like the third or fourth. Boring is bullish. Say it 100 times. Say it 100 more times. Boring is bullish. Train your mind. Boring is where the ROI is made. Yes. Brett, baby. Matic, please. All right, we'll look up Matic. And right now we're looking at Rose. To me, Rose is a really, again, all right, let me just say this one more time. I don't care what the coin is. I am not a part of any cults. I do not care. As long as it's real. It's like, is this a real project? All right, good. Is the inflation out of control? No. Okay, good. Check, check. Third check is this right here. Wyckoff accumulation. This is what a bottom looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And as far as ROI goes, the best value humanly possible is the selling climax. The second best value is the back test of the prior range, from your sign of strength to your back test of the prior range. That is the second best value, ROI wise. It is the first best value when you consider time in the market. How much time do you need to be holding on to this coin before you're in the green? It's the first best when you consider that. So let's look. Let's do this. You guys know I love to do this little game. Let's look up render, RNDR, and I'll show you how this story plays out. Okay? So we got render on, we're going to put render on the left. Do we have render on the left? Okay, cool. All right, so we got render on the left. This is the story. All right, we're going to put Rose on the right. But it doesn't matter. You could put LCX here. You could put ADA here. You could put Ethereum freaking Classic here. You could put AVAX here. You could put, it doesn't matter. See how they all look the same? They all look the same. Every single one of them are the same. Why are they all the same? Because they're all doing the same thing and they're all about to do the same thing. All right, but we'll do Rose. Okay? So on the left, we have render. On the right, we have Rose, but you could replace it with Link, Theta, ADA. It doesn't matter. Solnic. You can replace it with anything that looks like this. All right? And I'm going to show you how this story plays out. All right? This is textbook. Textbook. So you have your crash down phase. You have your crash down phase. We call that in Wyckoff, you call it a markdown phase. Then you have your bottom. Your accumulation, your bottom, your accumulation, your move to the upside, your LPS, your sign of strength. This signifies that the bottom is done. It's over with. It's done. We done with the 90s. We done with the bear market, right? It says it's over. Sign of strength. Back test. Back test of the prior range. This is supply and demand. This is the market saying, are we sure that there are no more weak hands? Are we sure that there is no more supply down here? Are we sure? Right? And then from here is your markup phase. We call it a bull run. In Wyckoff, you call it a markup phase. Boom. And then guess what? You start the process all over again. This is what's next for like 80% of the market. 80% of the market looks exactly like that. It's less than 1%. We have ETFs happening. Stock market is hitting all-time highs. And guess what happens after? Guess what happens after the stock market hits an all-time high? Bitcoin, typically 45 to 90 days after that, hits an all-time high as well. Why is Bitcoin dropping so much when Mt. Gox in Germany holds less than 1%? Bro, that doesn't matter, not even a little bit. That's just a narrative. I'll tell you why it's dropping. It's the spring. That's the actual reason. I could care less about what the narrative is. I could care less about the narrative. The actual reason is it's the spring in Wyckoff. What do you think bull run will finish? 138 minimum, 138,000, and my maximum target is 207,000. Again, I don't think that Bitcoin is the play here. I think that the ROI in Bitcoin is not really there. However, comma, second account. What's up, fam? However, comma, thoughts on Litecoin? I think Litecoin has a good chart. AIOZ, I got you, fam. We'll look at it right after this. However, comma, Bitcoin is the tide. All rising tides floats all ships. We need Bitcoin to go to the next leg higher so that the rest of the market can get the hint. We're going down more. Bro, I mapped this out like 4 months ago, fam. We're not. There's a ton of support here at 53K. There's even more at 48K. I would be shocked if we went below that. But realistically, we have been at the same range between 55K and 74K for 5 months. And every time we get at the bottom of the range, it's, oh my God, no. And every time we get at the top of the range, it's high fives, everyone. Everyone's a winner. Top 5 altcoins. What altcoins do you think will go off? Anything that looks like the chart that we're talking about. Anything that looks like this chart right here. Not this chart. Like Link is the textbook. I was asked. Link is the textbook. Link is literally how I teach people what Wyckoff is. I don't even know where it's at, but we'll do VeChain. It doesn't matter. Anything that looks like this chart to me is the play. XRP is a good play as well. Anything better out there than Jupiter is for what? Top 5 altcoins. What market cap are you looking for, Alex? Are you looking for a high market cap? Are you looking for a low market cap? Medium? What are you looking for? Super brother when you have a moment. How about Turbo? Will Sol surpass ETH? I hope so. Sonic Shark next. Mid cap. I would say in XRA. Flux, Ergo, Sauce. Those are my top 50. Top 50. VeChain. These nuts says XRP prediction $5 to $14. Let me look up AIOZ, and then we'll look at Solnic because my man's been asking. I'm trying to do everybody best I can. I'm trying to read all the comments. My man's been asking. Thanks for your patience, brother. Sol prediction 400 to 700. All right. I actually like this. Okay, so we just pulled this up, and what do you see? We have the 2 red lines here. This means I've already mapped this out at a prior time. So I said at a prior time this was skidding, and I was saying that there's a huge gap here, and gaps tend to get filled. Well, the gap got filled. And it's on top of the prior all-time high. So I actually don't mind this value here at this point for AIOZ. Now, that being said, this is going to be boring. Because maybe this is the settling climax. Maybe. If it is, it's going to be boring for months before you start the next leg. Your retracement is 85 cents. Price discovery is 150. Gala's okay, but the tokenomics on Gala are not good. Like the inflation. They have inflated the supply at a very high rate. It's not good. This guy is the man. I appreciate you, Abby. What's your take on IONET? How low can Shiba go? ETH prediction 7,000 to 15,000. I don't like AERO's chart. It's still on the markdown phase, and there's not a lot to catch it. Flushing to Valhalla. Yeah, for real. All right, let's look up Solnic. Again, let me say this. I don't care what the coin is. Obviously, I am biased. Obviously, I have my bias towards Solnic. Obviously, right? But any chart that looks like this is a play, in my opinion. At 1.4, this is a steal. This was the spring in Wyckoff. Okay? So you have, let me zoom out a little bit. You have the same chart. You have the same exact chart as Link. It's literally the same chart. You have your accumulation. This is your bottom. Your sign of strength. Your back test of the prior range. Actually, I think it looks a lot like, I mean, it does look like Link. It does look like VeChain. But actually, it looks like LCX. Because LCX had a really violent sign of strength. And then a violent back test. Which is indicative of how parabolic it's going to go. Look, this is the same chart. Violent sign of strength, violent back test of the prior range. Same chart. Same chart, same chart. Let's go on the same. This is the same chart. Cool, cool. All right, cool. Very good. Made a lot. Do you think Bitcoin will hit 40,000 before going back up? No. Almost zero chance. Well, listen, nothing is impossible. That's very unlikely. Do you think Ledger is safe? I do think Ledger is safe. I use Ledger. There's always FUD about Ledger. But here's the reality. Here's the reality of storing your crypto. You should be storing your crypto somewhere off of an exchange. Whether it's Ledger, whether it's a hot wallet, it doesn't matter, really. Every single bear market, the lesson always is some crypto exchange went to zero and everybody lost all their money. That's the lesson every single time. Every bear market, that is the lesson. Not your keys, not your crypto, okay? Now, when you store your ledger, your crypto on a ledger, you're not actually storing it on a ledger. All crypto is stored on a blockchain. All crypto is stored on a blockchain. It is accessed via a wallet. As long as you do not connect your wallet to anything you should not, and there's lots of fake imposters, so you have to be careful. Realistically, any wallet is safe. As long as you don't give your keys anywhere. But I use Ledger. I've never had an issue with Ledger. I do not opt into the back door, like giving away my passcode. None of that stuff. Don't do that. Don't connect it to anywhere that you shouldn't. Thoughts on Litecoin? There's a gap down to 52K on Bitcoin. The Mt. Gox people won, bro. Right, but how long did it take them, bro? Dis. All right, let's look up Litecoin, then we'll look up Dis. Can you look up AERO? I got you. We'll look at that one, but just generally on that chart, I don't like it. It's on the markdown phase, and there's not a lot to catch it. Exit strategy on Matic, I'd say about $9. There's not a lot to catch it. This is depressing, but we lock in. We know how this plays out. Mitch, you've been here long enough to know the scary, boring, bloody bloodbaths are the most bullish. Mitch, you know. Okay, I want you to compare because I know you were here. I know you were here. Remember, I said when the war in Israel kicked off, Bitcoin went to 25K, and I tweeted out and I put it in the Discord. And I said, this is what a local bottom feels like. I want you to think about it. I want you to remember how this feels. I want you to think about. I want you to remember how this feels. I tweeted it out. I put it in the Discord. I put it in the Patreon. I made a video. Damn it. I did all that. I said, this is what a local bottom feels like. Remember. Remember. Remember it for next time. Right? Right here at 25K. I said, this is what a local bottom feels like. Remember it for next time. All right? Is it not the same feeling? Is it not the same feeling? It's the same feeling, fam. It's the same feeling. I remember that exit scenario. It's the same logic. It's the same feeling. Everything is the same. Suki, I'm still DCAing every week. That's the best strategy. Best strategy, DCA. Second best strategy, do nothing. Best exchanges to use. I use a lot of exchanges. I'm as loyal as my options. Because at the end of the day, I know if they go belly up, my money is gone. If it's on there. So I use them and then I pull them off. I don't keep more than like $2,000 on any exchange. Period. But I use Coinbase. I use Uphold. I use MEXC. I use BingX. I use BitUnex. I use KuCoin. I'm as loyal as my options. He's LOL. Yep, he ain't lying. Haha. Remember the Titan. Same feeling. Feels crazy. It's like we on repeat. That's right. It's the same song, different verse. It's the same shit, different toilet. Every time. I have a lot of coins. How do I filter out the crap ones? You need to look at tokenomics, charts, and the team, the dev team. You need to look at what are they doing? What did they do in the bear market? How were they developing when things were not awesome? It's easy to front run. It is easy to be awesome when everything is awesome. But what is real with real substance is, what were you doing when you got punched in the mouth? That's what I want to know. How did you respond? Those are the good projects. That's why I like Saucer Swap. Storage TA, please. I got you. STORJ. Man, I came back to the Bat Cave with a fire. Whoops. Thoughts on ASI coin? I think it has more. Whoops. Sorry. I think it has more work to do the downside, especially because it's not going to be listed on Coinbase. So it's definitely going to have some work to do. What happened to Zeta, Chain, and Rose price prediction? I did Rose. Didn't I? Did I look? I like the chart on Rose. $1 to $2 for Rose. Can we look at Roos? Okay, yeah. Let me finish this one and we'll look at Roos. And we'll look at AER, Turbo. I'm trying to do everybody. There's so many. Bro, how does this? There we go. All right, we're good. Yeah, ASI has some work to do because it's not going to be on Coinbase. Just technically, too, like it's on the skid. ICP 100 to 140. All right, storage. This is the same chart, guys. This is the same chart. This is a good chart, Okay, I don't know anything about this coin, but I know that this chart is good. This is your skid down, mark down, bear market, all the same. Accumulation, bottom, all the same. Sign of strength, back test of the prior range. Beautiful, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Retracement, $2. Parabolic, $8, $8, $8. Listen to this man, he speaks facts, taught me very well. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
And Mitch, just like everything, this too shall pass. This is the same feeling, right? This is the same squeamish feeling. Feels the same. Solnick and Hee. Solnick, to the next leg up for Solnick is $25 million market cap. Big picture, $100 million market cap. That is my low case scenario. My medium case is $1 billion. Bull case for Solnick is $5.89. Shiba Inu retracement's about a 4x. What about Bybit? Bybit's fine. I don't use it. If you like Bybit, that's fine. Again, I'm not loyal to any exchange. Irish Dano, thanks for the sneaky gnome, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right, let's look up AERO. You guys have been asking about that one. Again, just generally, I don't like the chart. I don't like it. This went parabolic, bro. Parabolic. This did a 31x. To expect anything more out of that, I don't know. This is clearly on the markdown. And this is the problem when you go up that high, that fast. Everyone wants a straight line up, right? Until you start to reverse. This is the problem with that. There's no like support. There's nothing to catch it. Maybe this is it right here. Hopefully this is it. Hopefully it gets caught right here. If so, best case scenario, you're going to be chopping and boring for a few months before you start the next leg. That's what I anticipate. Next leg though, will take you to about $5. You think ETH will surpass Bitcoin? No, I don't. Roost charts. All right, let's look at Roost. Gonna get some ASAP. I'm out of water. I need some water ASAP. Hee. About I think 21 cents for the next leg up is my Omni Protocol. Best AI coin? My favorite, that's a good one. My favorite AI coin is DNX. Delta November X-Ray. That is the ticker. Dynex is the coin. It is cloud mining. So GPU mining, but cloud mining across the world. To me, Alex, thank you for the high bear. You savage. I appreciate you, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Dynex is the only one that I've even seen that actually has the potential to actually be real deal AI. Like, as in the other ones don't have the power to really be artificial intelligence. Thoughts on Ondo? Ondo to me is like, it's okay. I mean, I don't know that the value's there for me. Can you look at Suki? Aldo, thank you for the $2 donation on YouTube, you savage. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Dynex prediction. I have the same feeling, Alex. I have the same feeling as on Dynex as I did on SaucerSwap. I was buying SaucerSwap less than a penny. There was no chart data to give a prediction, but I said it's a good product. That's how I feel about Dynex. There's no chart data, but I think it's a good product. Quickly, VeChain, 97 cents. And I really, really like the charts. All right, let's look up Suki. Thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate your support. I feel like a lot of times I'm your guys' like I'm your financial therapist. Like you guys are coming into therapy, but it's like financial therapy. Okay. LCX prediction $1 to $2. Okay. So, I don't mind this chart. I want to check out the tokenomics on this chart, though. I want to make sure that the tokenomics are good. You make me feel calm when things... like, I just walk you guys off a ledge. Like, get back. Come on. It's okay. It'll be all right. We're going to make it through this. SUKU. All right, let me check on the tokenomics on this. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Okay, good. All right, yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind this. This is a pretty damn good looking chart, actually. Now, super low cap. So, I think you would only anticipate this to retrace, realistically. But this is accumulation. This is your sign of strength. This is your back test of your prior range. Total market cap, 8.8 trillion. Okay, I like this chart. The tokenomics are good. I just confirmed. I'll give you the retracement as an 11x. Again, if you get an 11x, like, bro, like, you don't need more than that, to be honest. It's a 12x almost. So just to retrace, this is a 12x. To me, I would take at least probably half my profit here, and then I would lay a little bit be for the price discovery, which is $2.29 at 32x. I would start the DCA above a new all-time high, but I would take at least half at the retracement. Is Solnic in distribution? No. Solnic is in the same thing that LCX is in. It's the back test of the prior range. Okay, you have your accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. It's going to chop here before it goes up to the next leg. Right? That's the same thing that Solnic is doing. Solnic has the exact same chart. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. All right, let's look up Turbo. Did you say he 31? I said 21. What happened to Solana whale dump? Listen, rising tides floats all ships. That is true. And if that is true, which it is, the reverse is true. So when I say rising tides floats all ships, when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. The reverse is true. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. If rising tides floats all ships is true, it is. When the tide goes out, guess what? The ships go down. How long do you think the bull run will last? Middle to late of 2025. All right, let's look up Turbo. How low is Bitcoin going? Not. I would be shocked if it goes lower than 52. I would be shocked. Shib thoughts 5x to 10x. Hey brother, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. Zeta Chain reached $20. Monica, what is the ticker for Zeta Chain? If we won prizes on prior streams, how do we collect the prizes? Yeah, just message me. You can message me on Discord. You can message me on Instagram. Okay. Turbo, bro. Like, I would take profit, fam. Yeah, just message me and I'll send it to you. Some people fall through the cracks. What would you do if Bitcoin goes to 20K? I would sell my truck and I would buy a Bitcoin. Top 5 coins to put 5K into right now. Alex, okay, depends on your risk tolerance. If you want, I would say, are you looking for upside potential with downside risk? Or are you looking for boom bust? You like quant? I do like quant. I think quant's an extreme value right here. Listen, Turbo, I would take profit. This is like maximum parabolic. This went like crazy high. This is going to be skidding down for a minute. Yeah, this went like parabolic beyond parabolic. The 200 moving average is way down here at 1,001.5 cents. To me, I would take profit. This has got some work to do. 60% to the downside. From top 50, VeChain, ADA, Link, what else is in the top 50? Probably XRP, but that's like Quant. Is Quant in the top 50? Let me give you my answer. All right, ADA for sure. Link, ICP, Kronos, VeChain. That's my answer. That's my top 50, highest upside potential, lowest downside risk. Matic. I like Matic. I don't think Matic's is Matic in the top 50? Yeah, I mean, I like Matic. Matic's okay too. Matic will probably do about the same. Yeah, no worries. It was the day your TikTok got banned and the streams ended. I was worried they banned you on everything. He got canceled. Hey Ski, did you hear that Habib Phantom wallet was drained? I think I saw that briefly. That is very unfortunate. Any Soul meme coins you suggest? Solnik. And I trust he as well. That's about it. Not too much. Next 88 chart, please, is going to be the next support. Yeah, listen. He said it got hacked. Hacked is not the right word. It got fished is the correct word. I don't know exactly what happened, but 99 times out of 100 what happens is someone connects their wallet to a website that is an imposter. That's what happens most times. What is your favorite coin? Solnik. SOLNIC. I opened a Bitcoin long, looking to exit at 58K. I don't think that's a bad play, depending on what your Trom. Are you talking about Turbo? I agree. If you're talking about Turbo, I agree. My bad, bro. Roos. Yeah, favorite coin is Solnik. I think that depending on your leverage, that's a pretty good long. Abby, thank you for the $5 donation, you savage. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Would you buy Daddy if they change the ticker? I'd think about it. Let's look up Myro and then we'll look up Roos. Thank you for the $5 donation, Abby. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. I would think about it. I definitely can't buy it with that being the name. I can't call another man daddy. I just can't do it. Looks like Wyckoff distribution. Could be. 88 chart. Solnik prediction. Just the next leg, $25 million market cap. If it is, $25 million market cap. Long term, over the course of the bull run, $100 million market cap is my low case. Medium case, $1 billion market cap. Bull case, $5.89. XRP to 30, I don't think so. It's possible. Are you saying VeChain maybe does a 30 to 40x? Yeah, that's possible. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted here. Let me look up Myro here. Okay. This chart's a little wonky here. I'm on Patreon. Let me try to find another one. That's it, huh? All right. Yeah, I don't think that it's going to get too much lower. There's a decent bit of support here. It could get, I mean, technically it could get down to like 7 cents. This is not a bad place though. This was your distribution here. This is your markdown. It's, again, I think that it's starting to get near the selling climax. It's going to chop here for a little bit, get its sign of strength, back test of the prior range. Retracement, you're looking at 30 cents. I would take profit here. Like, again, everything that's not broken will retrace. That's about a 2x. I would take some profit here. Price discovery is about a 5x, 65 cents. Parabolic, you're looking at a, what is that? 12.7, 13x. That's $1.36. That's where I would exit most of this. Not a bad looking chart. Not a bad looking chart. Adam, thank you for the confetti, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
I appreciate you, fam. What is your opinion of the crypto network? XLM $1. What is the ticker for crypto network? Price prediction for PNG. I'm playing the moon cycle with ICP, Brett, Turbo, and Bitcoin. Turbo to me, bro. I think all of those you could. Turbo to me is still in distribution though. It's still kind of skidding. 88 to 25 cents. Are you asking me for downside? Yeah, let's go to 88. Dang, party. I'm shorting them. Okay. 88 to 25. If you're lucky, that would be a gift. There's a ton of support to get through here. I don't think it's going to get too much lower than this. It's technically possible, but like, I think you're like, it's like potato. It's like Bitcoin being at 15,500 and you're like, I'm going to wait for 12,000. That's what that's like. Maybe you get it. Maybe you get it. Adam, thank you for the confetti. Or the marvelous. Thank you for the high bear, Alex. I appreciate you guys. You forgot Rushart. My bad, bro.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Can you quickly show us how to check the tokenomics of a coin? I got you. Let me... So yeah, I don't think there's too much more downside for this. $68 upside. I'm safe if my liquidation is 25. Who's paying you to avoid Ruse, bro? Stop. All right, let's look up Bruce. Can Onomy protocol recover NOM? I'll take a look at that. Prediction on Myro and Hoppy. We just did Myro. I think it was, what was it, Abby? Was it 130? Oh boy. This skid all the way past. What's the supply on this? 1 billion? I don't know. I don't like that this skid past the support. That's not good. Hopefully this is the selling climax. That's what you could hope for, but there's no support. Best case scenario, you're going to start chopping here and it's going to be boring for like a few weeks. What's up, Sonic fam? There's a fake Calvin Hill in the chat. Don't listen. I'm not going to message you, and no real crypto influencer is going to message you and say, how's your trading going? Or message you at all. Period. What's the next support for Bitcoin? It's at the support right now. There's a ton of support all the way through here. Says, dang, that fake Calvin Hill. Yeah, listen, Calvin Hill, the real Calvin Hill is not going to message you. I'm not going to message you. The real Crypto Mason is not going to message you. The real Alex Costa World War Bitcoin is not going to message you. We're not. We're not. Those are scammers. Buy right now. Yeah, DCA. DCA. Can you check out KDA? Crypto Finance. Okay. We'll look. You've asked me like 100 times. My bad, bro. We'll look at that one next. I can't say no influencer is going to message you, but no real one is going to message you. Yeah, this is definitely the markdown though. Hopefully this you start being boring and choppy here. I don't like that it went below all the support though. That's not good. Retracement is 7x. I would probably take some profit there. Price discovery, you're looking at 9 cents. You didn't do tokenomics questions. All right, let's do tokenomics. Easiest way, you just go on CoinMarketCap and just you type in any coin, whatever. Let's look at ADA, right? And then it'll show you this chart, and you're gonna go to all. Okay, maybe ADA is not a great example because it has all this weird stuff, but this is one easy way you can do it. You're gonna go from price, you're gonna go to all, and then you're gonna click on market cap. These two charts should be relatively similar. They don't need to be the exact same, and it might like shift it down, but just like you just have to look at the proportions. They need to be similar. That is all I need to know, that it has good tokenomics. Like, let's look at another example. Let's look at HBAR is an example of one that does not have good tokenomics, right? So when we click on all, on price, market cap, look, it almost is at an all-time high for market cap, but the price is way down here. This is bad. They should be the same. XRP, $5 to $14 for XRP. I am who I am. Thank you for the tiny diny. You savage. I appreciate you, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
$5 to $14. Again, there's this theory or this like notion that XRP people are dumping supply on your head. There's a lot of influencers that are saying that, but like the math ain't checking out, bro. Like when you go to all, market cap, guess what? They're the same. They're the same. So that's not real. Okay? That trip did you good. Yeah, I got to hang out with the fam. It was good. AVAX price prediction about of 5 to 8x from here. ICP to $2.99. I don't. Are you asking me downside targets? Is that what you're asking me? No, I don't think ICP is going to $2.99. Listen, I would be shocked. No, it's not. It's not getting through all of this. No. I would be shocked if over the next month or two we have not reversed. I'm not saying that we cannot possibly go any lower. Anything is possible. But we are much closer to reversing than we're not. Exponentially closer. ICP at $6 is a steal. Ondo, believe it's going down. Yeah, I do think it could go down further. Ondo to me is in a different phase. All right, what was your coin, bro? 100x. STX, was that it? I keep. Thoughts on Landlord? I'll take a look at it. Let me look at STX real quick. Can you analysis super? Yeah. Is it CTX? 3.1 million market cap. Really appreciate you. You're helping me make decisions with your knowledge. None of this is financial advice, bro. I'm telling you what I see, and based off my experience, I don't bat 1,000. I have a pretty damn good track record, though. I've been wrong before. And again, my biggest weakness, I see stuff too early and I move off of it. That's my biggest weakness. I'm still working on it. Still working on it. All right, SCX. This went parabolic. This is distribution on the markdown phase. It's probably going to accumulate around here around $1 before it starts the next leg up. How much ICP the next leg up? 100 to 140. All right, price discovery for STX is $5. Parabolic, $10. Did you get into stage? I did not. CTX. So I'm on the wrong one. My bad. Okay, this is the same as like VeChain. This is accumulation sign of strength back test. This is I like this chart way better. Price discovery $19. Parabolic $42. Can ICP hit $5? It's possible. I would be, but like again, like bro, you're being like, it's like like you're trying to like really wait to get the bottom, and it's like to me, it's just better to DCA, especially okay, and like the reverse is true. Like I'm always talking about gaps, right? I'm always talking about gaps. Well, guess what? We just printed a gap, so at some point we're gonna get back up into this and fill this out. So yeah, I don't think so. Can it get to 5? It's technically possible, but I think if you get it under 7, it's a good deal. Total market cap top 8.8 trillion. All right, what was the one that you wanted, bro? It was Landlord. What's the last 4 on that? Oh shit, I'm on the wrong. I'm on freaking it says 3.1 million market cap. Okay, here it is. You rock with Arrow, bro. Nah, bro. I don't like that chart at all. I don't like that chart at all. Not at all. All right, this is okay. So looking at Landlord, this is distribution. So you had your parabolic rise, you had your distribution, now you're on your crash down. There's a decent bit of support here at like 0.0027. So I would anticipate it to start chopping into there, start reaccumulating before it starts the next leg higher. It's going to be boring for a little while. Let's see. For the next leg though, retracement is about 1.5 cents. Bro. That's about a 3x. Price discovery is 7x, 3.3 cents. Parabolic is about a 16x, 6.7 cents. Uni, NPCS. You ease our minds. Thanks, bro. NPCS. All right, let's look up NPCS. Not seeing that one. How long did he say we're staying at these levels? Just join the live. Not much longer. We are much closer to being done with it than we are going deeper. Stinky asked for super. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Joyce says, so every coin that recently had a leg up will not go up a lot in the bull run. Example like Ondo Turbo Sauce. Okay. The coins that are still working up and have not pulled back, I don't think they have much more before they pull back. But of those 3 coins that you said, I think that Saucer Swap is in a different boat. I do think that Ondo and Turbo have more work to do to the downside. Saucer Swap is back testing the prior range. It's going to be boring, but I don't think it's going to be that much more bloody, to be honest. So I would not put Saucer Swap in the same category as the other 2. What do you like about Solnic? I like the team. I like the dev. I like the distribution of supply. We have the NFTs are going to come out like literally any day now. They are completely done. That's going to get it listed on MEXC, Bridge to Base. There's development of a casino long term. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie is coming out. The best tokenomics. There is no more supply available. All right, the question NPCS. I don't mind this chart, actually. This is pretty good. As long as this holds here, this is good. Retracement, 1.7 cents. Parabolic, 7.5 cents. Solnic NFT, how do we buy them? We have to do a launch pad. I don't remember what the launch pad that was applied for. How is the casino going to work? The casino is going to force you to buy Solnic or Solana, and it will automatically be converted to Solnic, and it'll be a real life casino. How much Saucer is the next leg up? 80 cents. A lot of hype but failed. What was the coin last bull run that had a lot of hype but failed? Where can I buy Solnic? You can buy Solnic on Jupiter. You can buy Solnic on Phantom Wallet, Soulflare Wallet. You can buy it on Coinbase Wallet, Crypto.com Wallet, and you can buy it on SetoX. You just need Solana. AIOZ, we already went over AIOZ. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this time. I will be live tomorrow, every day except for Saturday. I'm live, 7 p.m. Central. That's the schedule moving on out. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, all of them, because I'm doing a challenge. And the challenge is I have to post 150 pieces of content per week. If I don't do that, I have to give away 100,000 Solnic. And there's an additional contest going on. In addition to that, I have to post 600 pieces of content per month, or I have to give away 1 million Solnic. So make sure you guys follow along for that. That's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will never message you. If your boy Ski messages you, it is a scammer. I promise you it's not me. Peace, love, prosperity. God first, God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every